Imagine if I told you that every night you willingly become unconscious for nearly one-third of your life. You stop responding to the world, your muscles relax, your awareness fades, and for hours, you're completely vulnerable. At first, that sounds like one of evolution's biggest mistakes. So why would nature ever allow it? The answer is surprising. Sleep isn't a break from life. It's one of the most important things your brain does to keep you alive. Right now, millions of people believe they can catch up on sleep later. They stay awake for one more episode, one more game, one more scroll through social media. It feels harmless. After all, you're just borrowing a few hours, right? But your brain doesn't see it that way. Scientists have discovered that while you're asleep, your brain performs jobs that simply cannot happen while you're awake. Imagine living in a city where garbage trucks never came. Day after day, trash would pile up until the streets became impossible to use. Something similar happens inside your brain. Throughout the day, your brain produces waste products as billions of neurons communicate with each other. During deep sleep, a network known as the glymphatic system becomes much more active, helping clear away many of these waste products. Research suggests this nightly cleanup is an important part of maintaining a healthy brain. Think about that. Every night, your brain is literally cleaning itself. Now imagine skipping that cleanup over and over again. The effects don't appear all at once. They're subtle. You forget names. You lose focus. You become impatient. Small problems suddenly feel enormous. And here's the scary part. Most people don't even realize it's happening. One famous study found that people who slept less over several nights believed they were adapting to sleep loss. But when researchers actually measured their performance, it kept getting worse. Their brains were becoming less effective, yet they felt almost normal. In other words, sleep deprivation tricks you into believing you're functioning better than you really are. That's like driving with blurry vision while convincing yourself your eyesight is perfect. But memory is where sleep becomes truly fascinating. Imagine reading an entire textbook the night before an exam. You close the book, go to sleep. The next morning somehow the information feels more organized. That's because sleep doesn't just protect memories. It helps strengthen and reorganize many of them. During sleep, especially certain stages of deep sleep and REM sleep, the brain replays and reinforces information you've learned throughout the day. It's almost as if your brain is asking, what should I keep and what should I throw away? Without enough sleep, many of yesterday's experiences are simply less likely to be stored effectively. This explains why students who sacrifice sleep to study often perform worse than students who study and then get a full night's sleep. But memory isn't the only thing changing. Your emotions change too. Have you ever noticed that after a terrible night's sleep, the smallest inconvenience feels unbearable? Someone cuts you off in traffic. A coworker makes one sarcastic comment. Your phone battery dies. Normally, you'd shrug it off. Instead, it feels like the end of the world. Researchers have found that insufficient sleep can make emotional reactions stronger and make it harder for the brain to regulate them effectively. It's not that the world became more stressful. Your brain simply lost some of its ability to stay emotionally balanced. Now, here's something even stranger. Dreams. For thousands of years, people believed dreams were messages from gods or glimpses into another reality. Modern science hasn't answered every question about dreams, but it has revealed something remarkable. Most vivid dreaming happens during REM sleep, when the brain is highly active even though most of the body's muscles are temporarily relaxed. During this time, the brain may help process emotions, strengthen certain memories, and connect ideas in new ways. That's why some people wake up with creative solutions to problems they couldn't solve the night before. History is filled with stories of scientists, musicians, and inventors who credited sleep or dreams with inspiring breakthrough ideas. Your sleeping brain isn't doing nothing. Sometimes, it's solving problems your awake brain couldn't. But perhaps the biggest myth of all is this: I'll sleep when I'm successful. It sounds ambitious, it sounds productive, but it's backwards. Consistently getting enough sleep supports attention, learning, decision-making, reaction time, and many aspects of physical and mental health. While sleep alone doesn't guarantee success, sacrificing it repeatedly can make many of the skills that contribute to success harder to perform at your best. Sleep isn't time you're losing. It's an investment in every hour you're awake. The truth is, every night your brain quietly repairs, organizes, cleans, and prepares itself for another day. It asks for nothing except a few hours of darkness and rest. The strange part isn't that humans spend nearly a third of their lives sleeping. The strange part is that so many of us still believe we can live without enough of it. Tonight, when you close your eyes, remember this. You aren't escaping reality. You're preparing your brain to face it. And while you think you're doing nothing, your brain is doing some of the most important work of your entire life.